Hey, how's it going? Peter Beatty here with a quick demo video for you for the new Video Bookmarker software. So before we get started, I want to take you over to the Settings tab here and just show you a few of the background features that make Video Bookmarker so powerful before we actually head into the account creation and the link building tasks that the software can do. I think it's important for you to know, what actually is going on in the background and what makes Video Bookmarker so powerful and successful at building links. So let's head over to the Settings tab. And what I want to point out to you here is a few things. The first setting is where it says maximum number of threads per task. Now this basically means that Video Bookmarker is programmed in a way that it can run multiple tasks at once. It can do multiple different things at once. It can create accounts. It can create accounts on 15 different sites at the same time. It can create accounts while also building links. It's powerful, okay? So max threads per task basically means that this is the number of parallel processes going on at the same time. For example, if we had Video Bookmarker creating accounts for us on various bookmarking sites, well, that means that if we set it to 10 or 15, if we set this to, let's say, 15, what that means is that the software is actually doing account creation for you on 15 different sites at the same time. Amazing stuff here. So instead of doing one at a time and then moving on to the next one, it's doing 15 at a time. Obviously, that gets things done quicker. Now this one right here where it says maximum number of tasks to run at the same time, this basically means if instead of just working on one task, like instead of just building links and then, after it's done building links, then going out and, creating accounts, basically that means it will do those tasks at the same time. Now, timeout right here, this basically means that this is the time that the software actually waits before skipping the site, okay? Now, some sites are faster and some are slower, and some sites take a long time to load because they have low bandwidth. So setting this to like 300 means it will wait 5 minutes before it actually times out. So those are just a few of the key settings that I wanted to point out to you before we get started. So the rest of these we'll cover in some more in-depth tutorials. So let's close this window here and we'll go ahead and start creating some accounts on the bookmarking sites with Video Bookmarker. So basically the way the software works is that we have these different tabs here, projects and tasks, okay? The first thing that you should do is you should create a project for your project. So let's just say that we're creating some backlinks for a video for a client. So we'd actually enter that client name in here. So let's enter carpet cleaner client video, carpet cleaning client video campaign. Okay, and we'll hit save. Now you can obviously name that whatever you want. That's totally up to you. Now we'll go ahead and add tasks. So let's say now we have a video for this client created. We want to get it ranked on the first page of Google. All right, what do? Well, we want to start building backlinks to this video. So the first thing that we do is we go over here and we click on account creation tasks. So what this means is that Video Bookmarker is going to go on all these sites, over 800 websites that are loaded in the software, and start creating accounts for us so we can start posting our links, our backlinks, automatically back to our video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on account creation task. Now we're going to enter a task name here. So let's call it video campaign 1. And we'll go ahead and select a profile. So I'm going to go ahead and just select this one here just for demo purposes. And these are all the sites that the software is going to build links on for us. So we're going to click here, select all sites, and we'll click save. Okay. So now what the software is actually doing is it's actually creating accounts on all these sites for us automatically. So we'll just go ahead and pause the video while the software does the work, and I'll be right back. So now we get this message here that sites have been added successfully. So we're going to click OK. Now, by the way, you saw a few minutes ago where I actually selected a test profile that I created. Well, if we go over to the Profiles tab here, this is where you can actually create your profiles that the software will actually use to register these accounts for you on the bookmarking site. So you can always come back here and add different profiles. But basically, the software is going to be using these profiles for you to register on the sites. So let's go back to the projects tab. Now let's go ahead, now that we have our accounts created, let's go ahead and start building some links. So we'll go to the bookmarking task here. Oops, we got to turn off scheduling. So now we'll go back to bookmarking task. And let's go ahead and give the task a name. Let's just call it demo client task. Okay. And click next. And again, we're going to be selecting one of our profiles that we set up. Again, this can be any profile that you want to use. We'll just go ahead and use this one here. And now we're going to select all the sites that we want to start building our links on. Okay. Now, one important thing I want to note about this list, these are all the sites that come preloaded into the software. Okay, this list can be updated regularly, or you can also add your own sites to it, manually as well. It's totally up to you, but they come preloaded into the software. So let's go ahead and just select all of these sites here. I'm just going to scroll down, hold shift, and they're all selected. Okay, so let's hit next. Now, this is where we actually enter in our video that we want to start building links back to. So let's go over to YouTube and grab our video. So here's a video that I'd like to possibly rank right here. So we'll go ahead and grab the URL right up here. And we'll go back to the software. And we'll go ahead and enter the link of the video right there. Now we can just use the same title from the video if we want to, or we can enter a custom title. It's totally up to you. So we'll enter title, and we'll enter description, and we can give it some tags if we want to. It's just, we can say video marketing or whatever we want here. So now we can go ahead and just add that. So now if we go ahead and click save, the software is going to start building links back to this video here. Now, a few things I want to point out before we go ahead and move on to the next step. And one is right here where it says run now or submit so many sites per day. For example, if you wanted the software to build links on maybe like 5 sites per day, then you would go here, you'd click submit and enter the number 5 here. This would obviously, make the process take a little bit longer and look more natural. Or you can also spread the submissions over a set number of days. Let's say you want to spread it over 3 days. Well, you can do that here. We're just going to go ahead and click run now, so the software will do it right now. Another thing we can do is we can actually crawl the site for any active links on the site. So if you want to grab some links from the link that you're actually building back to, you can actually do that here. So let's go ahead and just click save. Now the software is actually going out and building links back to our video here automatically for us. So there we go. It's done just like that. So let's go ahead and click OK. And it's done. Now after we do that, we can actually check back on the status of our project by just going back to the tasks tab here, and you can see the percentage of the task that is completed. You can see that the software is still creating accounts and it's still building the links. So we can always check back here to check the status of our, any task that we are running. You can see that on various different sites here, the software is still working on other tasks. Okay, so you can always come back here and check. Some other things you can do is you can always just check on sites and see what the stats are. You can see, what sites you're actually getting success on as far as registering new accounts and posting your links. So that's a quick demo video of Video Bookmarker. Overall, it's a really advanced link building tool. I mean, there's the stuff I've covered in this video, just scratching the surface of what this software is capable of and the different features that are within it. Again, we cover all this stuff in more detailed tutorials inside the members area, but this should give you a quick idea of how the software works and how easy it is to use and how advanced it is. All right, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.